I wasn't meant to see it. It was just another ordinary Monday morning. One of those where I sat half awake, scrolling through LinkedIn with a cooling cup of coffee beside me, pretending to be productive. My thumb froze mid-scroll when her name appeared. Clara Martin. My wife of 3 years. Smiling beside a man I didn't recognize. Her post read, "So grateful my boyfriend connected me with his mentor. Learning so much from you both, Red Heart." For a few seconds I couldn't process it. The word boyfriend burned into my eyes like a cruel joke. At first I told myself it had to be a typo, maybe she meant husband. But something in the tone was off. The caption felt casual, intimate, even proud. And then I saw the comments. "You two are adorable. Power couple alert. What a lovely post." My stomach turned. The world around me blurred. Just the quiet hum of the refrigerator. My heart pounding like a drum. Clara and I met 5 years ago at a marketing conference. She was magnetic. Confident, witty, the kind of woman who could walk into a room and make everyone listen. I was in software sales back then and I fell for her fast. When she said she wanted to start her own business, I was all in. I gave her everything, my weekends, my contacts, my advice. I even helped her build her website from scratch. And yes, I introduced her to my mentor, Mark Ellison. A polished man, older, always immaculately dressed. The kind of person who spoke in measured tones and made you feel like success was contagious. I was proud to connect them. I thought I was helping her grow. Turns out I handed her over to someone who would take my place. By noon that day, I had gone down the digital rabbit hole. I studied her profile closely, noticing things I had somehow missed. A new professional headshot. A change in her relationship status buried quietly in the About section. It no longer said married. Just in a relationship. That morning, she had kissed me goodbye wearing her wedding ring. I called her. Straight to voicemail. She'd mentioned a networking lunch earlier, so I waited, the minutes stretching into hours. When she finally came home that evening, laughter filled the apartment. The same laugh that used to melt me now felt foreign, hollow. "Hey babe," she said, tossing her bag down. "You look serious. What's wrong?" I turned my laptop around. The post glowed on the screen. Her face drained. "Oh, you saw that?" "That?" I repeated. "You mean the post where you called someone else your boyfriend?" She exhaled sharply, eyes darting anywhere but mine. "It's not what it looks like, Daniel." I laughed, that dry, painful kind of laugh that scrapes your throat. "Really?" "Because it looks exactly like my wife publicly declaring she's in a relationship with someone else." She started fumbling. "It was just a figure of speech. You know how people exaggerate online. Mark's mentoring me. It was meant to be lighthearted." "Lighthearted?" I said, my voice trembling. "You called him your boyfriend, Clara." She rubbed her temples, sighed. "Okay, I shouldn't have written it that way, but you're overreacting. It's just professional." "Then why didn't you tell me your lunch was with him?" She said nothing. Just silence, thick, heavy and telling. In the days that followed, everything between us began to unravel. She started staying out late, networking dinners, client meetings, strategy sessions. Her phone was always face down. Her perfume changed. Her laughter softened. Private now, like it belonged to someone else. I tried to ignore it. Tried to believe her. Until curiosity finally broke me. I went to Mark's profile. And there it was, proof I didn't want but couldn't unsee. A post from a week earlier. Proud of this incredible woman. Talented, driven, and someone who makes me believe in second chances. The photo showed them sitting close, her hand resting lightly on his. Second chances. The words burned through me. That night I confronted her again. "Are you sleeping with him?" She looked at me. Not angry. Not apologetic. Just tired. "I didn't plan it," she whispered. "It just happened. You've been so distant lately, always buried in work." I felt unseen. Unseen. I repeated, my voice breaking. "Clara, I built your business with you. I gave you everything. Even introduced you to him." Tears welled in her eyes. "I know. And I'm sorry. But he understands me in ways you don't." That single line hit harder than any confession could. I packed a bag that night. Not because I was sure I wanted to leave, but because staying felt like dying slowly. She didn't stop me. Didn't cry. Didn't even ask me to stay. Just stood there in the doorway, silent. And that silence said everything. The marriage had ended long before the post. I just hadn't seen it yet. Weeks turned into months. We still shared the apartment for a while, but it no longer felt like home. I slept on the couch, scrolling past her online updates like she was a stranger. She seemed to be thriving, new clients, events, glossy photos with Mark at her side. The comments called them a power duo, and couple goals. They didn't know the truth, that she'd traded loyalty for ambition. One night I got a message from Mark himself. Just one line. "I'm sorry you had to find out like that." That was it. No explanation. No remorse. Just arrogance disguised as pity. I didn't reply. 6 months later, Clara posted again, another career milestone, another photo with him. This time the caption read, "To my partner in life and business, we did it." Her ring was gone. I stared at the screen for a long time and felt nothing. No anger. No heartbreak. Just emptiness. The kind that comes after you've run out of tears. Betrayal doesn't end when love does. It lingers in the smell of morning coffee, in the songs you used to dance to, in the echo of a laugh you once thought was yours alone. But it also leaves behind something else, a brutal clarity. You learn how blind trust can be, how easily love can turn into illusion, and how silence says more than any apology ever could. Eventually, I deleted her number, blocked her profiles, and began the slow process of rebuilding myself. And now, whenever I see those polished posts about success, growth, and partnerships on LinkedIn, I can't help but smirk, because I know that sometimes the brightest smiles are hiding the darkest truths.